T, and you're watching the Canadian Music Hour with Yves Stanos. Stano the Mano. I've listened to Hendrix stuff, and but then Hendrix has listened to other people's stuff too that he's been influenced. So it ain't really Hendrix. It's just it goes way back. But people just stop right there and they put everything in that category, and that's what bugs me because I don't like people to be too close-minded, man. I think my purpose in the world is to like just tis what tis, you know, like just open up your mind, love and understanding and growth, and try to like just grow as a human being and stuff, and not just put a block here and say,
But that came along in your career, people asking you, you sound like Hendrix, you look a bit like Hendrix.
Yeah, and you see, like in my heart, I know deep down that that's the furthest thing from me. I ain't like sitting down saying, I'm trying to do this. I mean, I've met people since I've been in Canada. You see, Jimi Hendrix, he was such a strong spiritual force that I've met people that not just learn his stuff note for note, the exact things he said. I've seen people go up on stage and say the exact things, and I'm saying, what the hell is going down here, man? Where's your soul at? So that, when I see people do that, I just go like, man, I ain't like that at all. You know, so all in all, it really doesn't bother me that much anymore because I have my album out and people like you who've got a really wide open mind can see the similarities but see a totally a vast difference.
Yeah, you were talking about it before. You have this new bass player, Kojo,
Yeah.
in your band,
Yeah.
who also happens to be black, sorry, and that kind
He
of
looks
takes away
like Milli
from
Vanilli. That's the Milli Vanilli influence.
Milli
in the
Vanilli.
band.
You should get him on camera there and take a look at him.
He's gonna kill me if I say
Oh,
it.
jeez, Milli Vanilli. Where's Milli Vanilli?
Hey man,
Kojo. We'll get to him later on. But that kind of moves away, and now it integrates a different style of playing, I guess, and he's a good bass player. I heard him practicing.
definitely. Well, you see, music's got no real color or boundaries and stuff, and that's one of the other things that we sort of present. You know, like it's just play, man, with whoever feels good.
And
like,
overall, you're a blues person, a blues man.
No.
No?
Overall, I'm just a musician who is I just really want to grow and do the best I can do at anything. So like, you know, it's like blues right now, that's, the music seems to lend itself to that, but that ain't just where I'm at, you know, like, I mean, I listen to as much as I can, classical to calypsos, where I'm from, anything, you know, it really doesn't matter.
Well, the album has a very, I mean, in my mind, in my humble opinion, has a very strong blues edge. You know, it's good rock, but it has a good blues edge, very good blues sound. The lyrics, the riffs, everything's oriented around blues, rock and roll, and soul, and so forth.
Well, you know, I tell you something. I think that the blues influence that you might hear, blues is such that it's just music from the heart.
Yeah.
That's all it is. If you want to get into rock, like heavy metal, you gotta go like ding, 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 ding. And that's a different one-track type of thing. The blues is anything from your heart. So we play from the heart.
How do you describe your music?
I like to call it.
We don't want to label it, you know.
No, well, you got to somebody's got to put a tag. I put a tag on my music, man. I'm saying I ain't waiting for nobody else to do it. My music is rock and soul.
Rock and soul,
Yeah. Mainly because it's got that rock edge and it's music from my soul. So.
We know what we're going to be doing now. We're going to check out some of your stuff. We're going to listen to Midnight Blues, and we'll be right back with more of Wild Tea. So let's roll some tunes. Cut it, and then we'll take it from there. Back with Wild Tea. That was Midnight Blues. Wild Tea, you like doing videos?
Yeah, to a point. I tell you the thing with one good thing about videos, I think, is musicians get to act out their lyrics. You know, it's good for that. The thing I sort of dislike is for the audience. Like you sort of lose when the audience can see you do your video and they see it over and over. You lose that mystique of the musician. That like way long ago, you know, you would get an album and check the covers and say, "Wow, I'd like to see, I gotta go see these guys." Now everybody thinks they've seen you, they know you, all because. So I don't particularly like that because it takes away from the mystique. But it's good to do. I don't mind. You know, just get up there and do whatever you want.
So you got Midnight Blues right now. You have Love Crazy.
Yep.
That you're gonna introduce later on.
Yeah.
And Yvonne is coming up too.
Yeah, Yvonne, that's going to be our third single, and I'm looking for a big, fat mama to call Yvonne, man. Either that, or
I'll call my aunt or something.
yeah. Or just get on my old buddies, like these buddies there, like with mustaches and stuff. Put them in drag, and go, Yvonne, can you hear me? Come on. Just do some kind of off the wall thing.
You've been working in the music business since you were in Canada. Were you doing that in Trinidad too?
I did it like it's a different thing back in Trinidad. Like you don't go on the road. You end up in the ocean or something. It's like big. But I played a lot back there in calypso bands, reggae bands. I played in steel bands, a lot steel drums. So it's all music to me. I just right now I've been stuck behind a guitar for the last 10, 12 years. But I'm a music.
Life is rough, eh?
It's tough,
You want
man.
to play the accordion or something?
Yeah. Oh man, somebody can revolutionize the accordion. I'm gonna check it out, and you can play that between.
What's
like
the name? Buckaroo Zydeco?
Buckwheat.
That's it. Yeah. Ultimately, it's a business. The music business is a business. How are you enjoying as an artist? How are you struggling? How are you performing in a business of music?
I try not to get into to the business. I have really good management, and the record company's been really supportive and stuff.
Yeah, they slipped me some money too, you know.
Yeah, well, they're working on that. As far as I go, I understand the whole business, and as I say, all I want to do is just play, give 150%, and concentrate, focus on that, and not get off track and go like, this business is wow. I just go like, I'm here. It is what it is. What will be, and I'm giving from the heart, man, genuine. So, and hopefully that'll materialize into something beautiful, you know.
Your music has a wide scope. We were talking about that earlier on, and we're talking also maybe of getting down to the States and breaking through the U.S. market.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems in the States more than in Canada that music is labeled so rigidly, you know. And people say this is black music, this is white music. I mean, when I listen to your album, man, it's a good album, period.
Thanks.
Let me ask you, how do you like the way black music is going now in the States, how it's being labeled and so forth?
Well, I never liked the labeling. Like there's groups like Living Color and stuff, they've sort of opened doors. I think they have to a point, but then like, because it's been so stifled, like music's got no barriers. So because it's been so stifled, these groups come out and they go overboard trying to be heavy metal and all this stuff, and like it really loses the edge for me personally. Now, what the statement they're making is good in it because it's really showing like, you know, there's no color barrier, man. Like, so they definitely open doors, you know. I like that.
Living Color, sometimes it seems it's like Aerosmith meets soul or something.
Sort of like that, yeah. It gets a little too extreme, but it's good music. They're great musicians and stuff. But you see, for me, that's why I think we're definitely in a category of ourselves, because there's nobody saying, okay, do this and this will go and put this together with some of this. I'm just playing from what comes from my heart,
yeah, that's good. It's opening a lot of doors, not only for you, maybe for other musicians behind you.
Definitely.
And also opening the public side, the public's image of what music is all about. And it comes from the soul,
Right on. That's
instead of just categorizing color by color,
Yeah.
you know. And I think it's too bad, you know, people say this is black, it belongs to the black radio station, white radio station. And I think your stuff right now, Love Crazy, goes all over the place. And you can attract, and you can bring people together, and that's what's cool
Yeah,
about
well,
it.
one of the main things from our live shows, I think, because we jump around and get wild and crazy on stage, that's one thing, but there's all these different types of people, you know, from Indians to Chinese to whatever, come out and just get so filled with this beautiful stuff. That makes me feel good. I go home and go, yes, it's such a nice feeling to just, I've met people like people always say good guitar playing, which is a good compliment, but people say, man, I never heard you guys before, and I just happened to come in and I feel so good and stuff. That's a really good compliment.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
How did you hook up with your present band members?
My drummer is Danny Billen. We played around Toronto for the last 3 years, just jamming. We like to call it the chicken wing circuit.
Yeah.
Just playing little clubs around and just doing a whole bunch of rhythm and blues stuff, James Brown, Sly, stuff like that. He played with The White, Led Zeppelin tribute, a recording group from Canada called Moxie. He recorded a few albums, and we're really the main unit. And Kojo, we met Kojo through a mutual friend, and we were looking for a bass player that sang, and he sings like a bird.
Kojo, why don't you come in here? Introduce you.
Come on down, baby.
Don't be shy, Kojo. Okay, you know what this guy said? He said you look like Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, you know why I did that? Because he calls me Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm in the middle between two big guys fighting. Right? That's all I need.
Hey, Mike Tyson be my brother, man. Don't mess with me.
You guys really tight?
Yeah.
Can we hear him? Can you hear him, eh? Yeah, good. Can we hear him a little bit?
Try it.
Get along with this guy very well?
Oh, great. Yeah, he's my
Yeah, we have a
spiritual
good,
brother.
The spirit.
My musical brother.
Yes.
Where did the spirit come from?
We sort of were looking for names for the band, and like it was really appropriate because we were looking for names, and I remember thinking, my name is Tony Springer. I wrote down all these names with TS, the initials. Tony Springer, The Storm, The Start, The Spirit, and all this stuff, and we thought The Spirit was very appropriate because between me and the boys, it's just a really honest, genuine spiritual thing. So it's just really That's what it's all about.
Good. And you have a good producer, Arnold?
Arnold, yeah.
Arnold Lanny?
Yep.
From Frozen Ghost?
Yep.
Good
Yeah.
friends?
Yeah, really good friend. Arnold saw me play about 8 years ago when I was doing the Hendrix thing. And he was one of the people that saw through it and said, man, this guy's got something, you know, deeper than this Hendrix stuff. And he came up and says, man, I love your playing. Wow. I want to do something with you one of these days. And I say, hey, I thought it was just another guy. And all right, man, thanks. Yeah, here's my number. He called me a couple of years ago and says, hey, remember that conversation we had? And it came about. He's great. It's really good.
Good stuff. And where did the blonde streaks come from?
Well, you know, like, this year I woke up in January sometime, and there's all these blonde jokes going around. And I thought, I'm going to defy it. Blonde jokes, I'm blonde. Talk to me. I break your face.
Lastly, this tour, where's it taking you right now?
And we're heading back home. We just played Quebec City last night, a sold-out show. And we're heading back home tomorrow. We open for, what's his name, Steel Ham?
Steel Ham.
At Rock and Roll Heaven.
Any talks of opening up for bigger acts right now?
Yeah, we're working on some of those things.
Yeah, can you give us a scoop?
There's Tom Cochran, I think. There's some Alea and thing. There's just a whole bunch of things that we're juggling right now between trying to like get our stuff together. And I mean, we're constantly busy.
And the States, Europe maybe?
Yeah, definitely Europe. We got some connections in Europe. Hey, Danny. It's Danny. Come on over
Danny,
here,
come in,
man.
Danny. We get a drummer here. We're getting a whole band in here. We don't want to discriminate. Danny's a drummer.
Look at this.
Hi, folks.
Hey,
This is our main influence, man. This guy in Godzilla. He got us going. We just
You get an Arnold Schwarzenegger lawsuit here, you know?
It's not a tuba.
It's not a tumor. Good stuff. And you know, I'll tell you something. The States need to see you, man. They have to see you. You got to educate it.
I think so. I really
There's a
do think
public
so.
out there for you that has to see, and you're going to open so much doors for so many musicians. I mean, there's a cross-cultural thing that's very important. To me, it means a lot to me. And I think it can be a super hit in the States. I really wish you the best of luck there, and push your record company to get
some
sign you
of it,
down
yeah,
there, you know?
Definitely. Well, we're working on that now, as I say, that in Europe, right?
It's only a matter of time. We were doing an in-store promotion yesterday, and some of the kids that bought the product were saying that down in New York they had some friends that are talking about us. So it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
If we keep giving 100%, it's you know.
150.
Yeah, it's going to happen around the world. You know.
Cool. Why don't you introduce your second video? And I appreciate you taking the time, you guys, to meeting us and showing us what's going on and showing us the real meaning of what music is all about.
Hello out there. This is Wild Tea in the Spirit's second video, Love. No, it's not Love Crazy. Midnight Blues.
No, Midnight Blues was the first one.
Oh, yeah, so this is Love Crazy.
Love Crazy.
Love Crazy. Talking about the power of love.
There you go. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks a lot, Yves.
I appreciate it. It's
Anytime.
been a good experience, and I'm going to check you out tonight, and we'll be seeing you in the States very, very soon, I hope.
Right on.
All right, guys? Roll Love Crazy. And Yvonne's going to come up in a couple of months.